said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Right down the middle. Touchdown Sooners! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner!
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Running into the open space. Turning it on.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. To the air, it's Stockton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Jordan. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go up top on second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Kearney. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Kearney. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Runs through a tackle. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Just drives in between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Brown has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. With the catch, it's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Wheeler. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. And they're able to get him on the ground. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll will start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The give to the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphries. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his man. It's Jordan. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to Brown. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners are on the move. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Handoff to the lone back. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right on the money.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sategna. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Kearney. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Wheeler. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen and change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The running back has it. Nice move to keep running. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Humphreys. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground with the back. Running through contact. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. To the air on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. The give from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Frazier. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And first down for the offense.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Gophers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They are trailing by 14 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under fire! And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to look.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle. It's Kearney. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw at Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Now they'll run the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Takes it on the shot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Barber. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Using the quick game. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. To the air. It's Stockton. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
It's complete on the right side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Humphreys. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now saving the...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for it.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Rush is on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sategna. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Brown has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Finds us back in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.